first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed.
Yeah.
People need to know your vast
100%.
oceanic soul.
That's right. That's what karaoke is about, guys. It's
That's
not
what it's
about
all about.
it's not about how well you sing. It's about your soul singing. And it could be the most ugly, hurtful thing that could ever come out of a human mouth. But it's beautiful. My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal sized. My soul is puny. But for some reason, I read it as my soul is pussy. Did I get
I
you
can
with that
kind of
one?
see it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. That's good. Discard the thought. My soul is immense. My soul is modest. My soul is puny.
Of
Yeah,
course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed
from the outside, it needs
It
to
needs
be
to be
heard. Yes, yes. Other people give value to the quantity of your soul.
The AT field. The AT field is how people perceive us. And
That's right.
that becomes
So so
us, a
so
part of us.
so wait a minute. So do you believe that in Evangelion, right? Because we
Mhm.
both like Evangelion. Do you believe that the AT field, our meat bags are the AT field when we're not generating a physical barrier? Because
It's
because we're separated, right? Because by the end of the anime, we all become goo and we
right,
all
right.
just lose our AT fields and we become one soul,
Yes.
or combine ourselves. So I guess our meat bags are currently like AT fields. We are AT fields.
Right. The AT field is how others perceive us. So without the AT fields, people can't perceive each other, and so we all become one, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was something like that.
Yes, if you haven't seen Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion, definitely worth a watch or a read. You can read the manga. Which do
Man,
you
it's so good.
yeah, which do you think is better? I feel like the manga, right? Because it's like
Mhm.
yeah, I feel there's like better closure in the
Yeah,
original
100%.
story. Yeah, in the
Yeah,
original story.
definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, how do the movies rank against the
Uh,
show, against the manga, and
the new ones
yeah,
or
the
the
new
old ones?
the new movie. And when we talk about the like old movies, I honestly I just add them to the TV show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Did you have you watched the last one yet? 3.0
I
plus
have
1.0?
not, but I know how it ends. Basically,
Yeah.
he gets a nice ending with his girlfriend that they added to the thing. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say this. This is my take on that. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
the Hideki Kano, right? Hideki Kano,
Oh no.
Ano, Hideki Ano. He got old. Okay, and he grew up, and that's great. And he saw himself as Shinji when he created the character. So his representation, I feel like, kind of lost the magic of what made the original show as good as it was, or the manga even, because I feel like Shinji should have never been happy. Okay, no. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean, because that's not even true. That's not even true. He does gain happiness, but I feel like his happiness was robbed in the movies. Okay, that's not the way to put it. His happiness was achieved through him understanding and learning himself. By the end of the movie, he gets the recognition by the other souls in the room. Okay, or I'm sorry, by the end of the TV show, or
Yeah, this is the end of it. When we're
yeah,
talking
end of
about.
Evangelion.
Okay.
It's like he gets the recognition of the other souls around him, and there comes the joy and the elation from that, which he was always searching for and seeking.
Mhm.
I but when it came to the movies, Ano decided to repoint that to no, Shinji ends up with a girl because he ended up getting a wife or whatever, and he kind of like, you know, and I feel like don't get me wrong, the one-to-one person thing that makes total sense, especially the older you get in life, you know. But I feel like for the original show and how Shinji was kind of portrayed as this kid, the overarching um, feeling of the elation of all the people in his life, you know, finding that the understanding and gratitude for having Shinji in their life, you know, was more powerful than Shinji, because also Anna wrote in that female character just to be the wife at the end of the movie.
You think so? Did he?
I mean, that's how it feels like,
Hmm.
you know, like I don't I feel like it cheapened the relationship between Rei and Asuka and Shinji. You know,
Hmm.
I feel like it was like and even Karu, right? Like there's like there was a strong progression into the character development from the TV show. You know, by to the end of that final episode, which by the way, I thought that final episode was fantastic.
Yeah,
And
man, I'm right there with you. Like everybody talks so much shit about that
yeah,
last episode, but like when Shinji stands up from the chair and it
yes,
clatters to the ground and the music
yes,
swells, that chokes me up every single time.
yes. Like
Like,
literally getting my chakras are opening right now, and I am totally feeling what you're saying, you know? So, yeah, that is exactly what I felt too. And I don't get the same kind of feeling from the ending of the 3.0 movie. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's just because, oh, it was the time I watched it in, or, you know, I think it was just a stronger story because the emotional third impact of Shinji's you know coming, you know, understanding himself was better. It was just better,
yeah.
you know. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, and I have to watch 3.0 plus 1.0 again, but I will say for that, I like Ray discovers farming and stuff like that, and like some of them, you know, they find like their own kind of peace and everything like that. But the one thing that I really, really loved in that movie is that Toji. In the anime, he gets grievously injured. In the manga, he straight up dies. And yeah, he's super in love with, or the girl Hikari, the
Yeah,
class
yeah,
president.
uh-huh, yep.
They have that like, you know, dynamic or whatever, and she's making him lunch or whatever, like intercut with these scenes of him getting absolutely brutalized or whatever. But like in 3.0 plus 1.0, they get together, and that just like my man Toji finally is living his best life. And I if the movie only did that, I would just that would be enough for me. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like overall, like, yeah, it was just a stronger narrative overall in the
Hmm.
TV show, but it's he did make some, I guess, some course corrections for some of the characters, where like Toji, for example, got a better, you know, outcome, or there was more, you know, explanation or screen time, or, you know, I feel like some of the other characters, but I feel like it weakened that core complex
Hmm.
um
For sure.
story for Shinji when he's the main character and he's the one, because 99% of the TV show you do not like Shinji. There's no
He's
there
a little piece of shit.
yeah, exactly. He's like, dude, shut the hell up and get in the mecha. You are piloting a cool mecha and you're saving the world. What are
Every
you?
14-year-old's dream, you know.
I mean, Asuka jumped into it. You know what I mean? I mean, Ray's a robot, so I can't really speak to Ray, but you know, it's just like, so that's how you feel throughout the show. but then you kind of see the abuse, right? It's sort of like you start understanding, I guess, his father, the way his father is, and the abuse that exists there. His frustrations with Asuka, and then also the things that happen to his friends, like yeah, Toji, Asuka, Ray, all of these people that Karu, you know like literally betrays him, kind of thing. And it's like by the end of the show he gets that closure from everybody. It's not that he gets a wifey or anything like that. It's that ending was good. I know he did End of Evangelion to kind of be like, fuck you fans for
The death threats,
yeah,
the literal death threats.
yeah, for the death threats and stuff. But listen, I feel like, you know, um, I think that was an art piece. Like the End of Evangelion was more of an art piece than an abstract. Hey, you want to read the Book of Revelations kind of thing? Let's go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's go into this fever dream, But that original ending was so strong and such a powerful narrative, from everything that happened up until that point, that I give that S class props. So, anyway, Evangelion, go watch it, go read it. It's great. No matter what form you probably consume, I still feel like you're gonna get a good story no matter what. Even with the movies
100%.
being, I would say, on the lower end of my tier list, um, they are pretty. They're very well animated. If you're into mecha anime in general, I just it's one of the best out there. So anyway,
The
back to the game.
movies, for the record, the movies are Evangelion 1.11, 2.22, etc. The rebuild series.
The rebuild,
Just
yes,
just
yeah, yeah. I'm not talking about End of Evangelion because I still consider. So how I considered End of Evangelion, because the other one was just like a retelling of the episode 24 and 25 or something. You know what I mean? Like the other
something like
movie,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't really. I don't even know what to consider that really. It's just like a supplementary, lead up to End of Evangelion. So I
Well,
don't.
that was the art piece. Like, or you're talking about Death and Rebirth. You're talking about
Yeah,
Death.
Death and Rebirth. Right. I wouldn't even. I don't know what
It
to.
was a recap. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah,
recap.
yeah. So don't even. End of Evangelion is the movie, okay? And
Mhm.
I would say that is coinciding. You know what I mean? Coinciding with what happens at the end of. Uh,
Physically versus mentally. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. In physical reality, you get the goo, you get Giant's Ray, you get you get the
You
baby batter
get
scene.
the Book of Revelation.
You get the Book of Revelation, the baby. By the way, that is the first time in my life where I heard about the baby batter, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what I should call it from now on, baby batter. I never
the
did.
uh,
I
the
never did.
commentary, right? Yeah.
Guys, watch End of Evangelion like at least 5 times for yourself. Enjoy it. Take in the artwork of what it is, um, and then watch the commentary, listen to the commentary with the movie, and be amazed by some, like, it was just the baby batter scene is so funny because it's like I never heard of that before until that commentary,
Yeah.
and
No.
like
Same. Same.
it's good. It's good. It's a good way to describe it. That's what it is.
Yeah. All
And
right, but for real though,
because then it goes into bun in the oven.
indeed it does.
It goes into bun in the oven.
That's right.
And I was like, God, I'm not smart enough. You know what I mean? I would never be able to think of anything that creative in my life. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, physical reality versus like the metaphysical, where his actual reconciliation with the other souls of that world happens. The people closest to him, because that is kind of like, that is the ultimate expression of life, kind of like with all the people that you influence and are around. And I mean, they're literally all dead. Like physically, in physical reality, they are dead. There is no Shinji. There's no separation of Shinji and Rei and Asuka and all the other people or his father. It's all just one soul, one mind, and that was the moment of his death, I would say. It's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful ending. I really enjoyed it. I haven't thought about it in a while, so it was nice bringing it back up to.
Yeah, and yes, by all means, go watch it now that we've spoiled the entire thing.
Oh right. Spoilers. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but you know what? If you know, you know. If you are
You know.
if you are our age, you should know. And if you don't know, shame.
Find out.
Find out by
You know?
listening to what we just said. Recap the last 20 minutes of our conversation. All right. So Inland Empire, by the way, this is a cool